We'll see you next week when we talk about Spider-Man. Okay.
Poke it up, poke it up, poke it up. Are we recording?
Yeah.
No,
that hurt my throat.
Yeah, okay. Well, just strictly Darkverse?
We were supposed to talk just strictly HBO Max.
We never did. We never even talked about Spider-Man. Oh shit, yeah, that's right.
Alright, this one we got Darkverse and Spider-Man.
We said Marvel like 2 times. We're segued.
Ay, bikansonan, ay kalfin juder, bikanso tayo somos moranger.
Ooh, creepy. Welcome to the 127 podcast, where we're talking about Dracula? No, Darkverse.
It's the same shit.
Shut the fuck up. It is his first episode, I think.
It's
I
my
don't know.
second episode, yeah.
Maybe.
We're filming it right after
Alright,
the first
we're talking about Darkverse. Darkverse.
Jesus Christ.
We're talking about Darkverse,
We're talking about werewolves, Dracula.
Tom
Frankenstein?
Holland,
No, the Mummy.
Invisible
Tom
Man.
Cruise coming back.
Invisible Man,
Invisible Man.
Also, you're forgetting about the Creature of the Black
Frankenstein.
Creature of the Black Lagoon,
Bride of
Frankenstein.
Frankenstein.
Preacher the Black Lagoon. Dodaddy.
Preach.
Who's Daddy? Is he a rapper?
I think so.
No, that is not a rapper.
Little Pump.
Are you talking about the baby?
Free
That's what I was thinking.
Oh,
The
God.
rapper Dignity?
Oh, free TK.
Free TK.
Free Bobby Shmurda.
Free Sticky.
Free
What the
Sticky.
fuck are you guys saying?
Yeah.
And Heckle and Jive. Or
God damn.
Jekyll and Hyde.
Jive.
Oh, and
And Jack and Jill.
Oh, and no.
Jack and Jill.
God, what was it? It's on the tip of my tongue. Like, the one character, he had an animated movie.
Tintin.
No. It's
Alvin and the Chipmunks?
no. More like a Igor, master. Igor. This is the Darkverse. Welcome.
If you don't know what the Darkverse is by now, Jeff will tell you.
We're going to start off with some basic lore. The Darkverse was unintentionally created by Universal's Studios back in the 1930s, I think, or something like that, with Dracula, Frankenstein, the Mummy, Invisible Man, Swamp Thing that came on along, or the Creature of the Black Lagoon that came on later, Wolfman, all that junk. And Universal has been trying to pick up on that success in recent times, at least in my lifetime, with the Brendan Fraser Mummy series that was supposed to kick that off, but where that went, failing with Tomb of the Dragon Emperor or whatever. It was also supposed to start with the Hugh Jackman Van Helsing.
Underrated.
Then there was another one called I, Frankenstein.
I thought you were gonna say I, Robot right now.
No.
That would have been cool, yeah.
Do you dream?
They tried to start it with The Wolfman with Benicio del Toro
Anthony Hopkins.
and Anthony Hopkins. I don't remember that one being
That
too
movie
terrible.
sucked. That movie sucked.
It was
Did
a
it?
bad movie. I just thought it wasn't received well, like monetary wise.
I don't
Because
remember.
I'm coming from werewolf designs.
Oh,
That's my favorite thing, and Van Helsing is my favorite werewolf design.
True.
Wait.
The Hulk werewolves.
What about Underworld?
Those are cool too. Those come in second.
Underworld.
Those come in
Yeah,
second.
some cool.
But in most recent times, Dracula Untold,
Yeesh.
Jupiter Ascending.
Had cool moments.
and then the most recent one was, of course, the. Actually, you know what? No, hold up, I forgot one. There was the Tom Cruise Mummy.
Woo!
That was the recent
That-
one, right?
That
Oh no, I remember.
I just
was
remember the scream.
really hella confident in itself. I'm gonna say that mummy was hot, but they had casted and released like everybody who was gonna be in it, like
They had a group photo, didn't they?
yeah, with Johnny Depp
Johnny
was
Depp,
in
yeah.
Invisible Man. They had
Hell yeah.
Who
Who
was
was
the-
the group photo?
Yeah, they had a
who
group photo.
was the
There
guy?
was Jekyll and Hyde already. He was in Mummy. The cat just fell off the fridge.
Something fell.
Was the cat in it?
Let's take a 5-minute
It
Buscemi
was,
break.
it was Invisible Man.
How do you do, fellow kids?
What?
And then they made The Invisible Man
Recently.
last year, I think. I don't know how that one
Did
went.
you like
Blumhouse.
that?
I never saw it.
You never saw it?
It was received.
Yeah, I heard.
Yeah, the trailers.
eh.
The trailers looked like shit to me.
Yeah, it was just a girl go.
Like I can't
Yeah,
get
I
behind
did.
that actress.
No,
Like,
that's
that actress
right.
looked kind of weird to me.
That's
Yeah.
She's from,
I didn't see it,
Handmaid's
but
Tale or something.
yeah.
Oh, good.
I didn't see it, but I thought it. I was interested enough to go watch it. I just haven't watched it yet.
So you're not interested?
See, I think I think The Invisible Man could have been really good. I remember reading the story when I was younger, and I've read Frankenstein, I've read part of Dracula, and I've read part of The Invisible Man. And I think if they were to do them all as like period pieces, they'd be way better.
Oh yeah. I don't like the modern. take
Doing
on
them in
it.
modern time, it just doesn't really work out. Like, I think part of the creepiness was that time era that they put them in. You know, like the old 1800s or whatever. You know, even like The Invisible Man, I think it took place in like...
It was recent. It had smartphones.
No, but not the new one, but
Oh.
like the book. I think it took place in like the 1890s or
Got
something.
like AirPods
yeah.
floating around.
Or
Yeah.
like in the West or something.
Well, because
Anybody
Dracula was back in time, but then it brought it back at the end to modern time.
Yeah.
And I'm guessing that's where the rest of the movies are gonna take place.
Yeah.
But how would
But that would, like, Frankenstein...
Frankenstein look so weird?
Well, Frankenstein in the book, at least, the whole time the book is from the perspective, like they're on a ship in the Arctic, and
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Frankenstein is on the ship, and he's telling this kid, like he's on his deathbed because they find him out there, and like he's telling this kid all about his creation that he made and
Isn't
how
it
much.
technically called the creature? Or-
Yeah, like he never gets a name, but like at the end of the book, after he's done telling the story, he's like, yeah, so I came out here to kill the creature because like he destroyed my life, he killed my wife, he killed my friend, and
Yeah.
all this stuff. And the creature comes onto the boat and kills Frankenstein, and then that kid is left behind, you know.
Mhm.
So I'm thinking, you know, like, I don't think Frankenstein died at the end of the book. I think he stayed out in the Arctic because it was, like, cold up there and it was able to keep his body or whatever. But, like, that would have been a good segue to lead it into
Modern times?
the modern times. Like, he's there eternally. Same with The Mummy, you know, like, it was set in the 1920s or whatever. And then you can have this group, like a Monarch from Godzilla or something like that, or an SCP or something like that.
That would
Men in
The-
Black.
You know, kind of like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That are
Men in
hunting these
Black.
guys down or something
I don't
like
know
that.
about the Men in
I don't
Black.
know.
No. Men in Black's a good idea.
But,
We got
like-
Will Smith
but-
and Kevin Hart.
But it's really
Where's the
easy.
other half of my body?
It's really easy for that to go downhill, but like do it in a good way, like a Van Helsing type thing. Like that kid at the end of the Frankenstein book could have been a really interesting kickoff for that. Like maybe he goes looking for that and he finds all these other things that lead him
And
to
he
all
is
these other
Van
places.
Helsing.
Mm.
Yeah, like he inadvertently, you don't know it, but he inadvertently becomes Van Helsing type character, you know.
There we go.
But like all those stories like really interest me because of the time period that they were set in, because it adds to the ambiance of those characters. So like I feel like that's the one thing that they're missing. Like I think that's one reason why The Mummy actually really worked with Brendan Fraser, is because it had the time period, it worked, and plus it was just a great film overall.
You literally read my mind because I've never seen a movie from the Mummy series, so I was curious if like they did that where like he's looking for the mummy. In
I'm gonna
modern
hurt you.
times.
Yeah, he was
You've
part
never
of the,
seen the Brendan Fraser
Never. Seen
he's part of the
He literally
Egyptian
tore
Revolution or
his
something like that.
he tore his body up for you to watch that movie, and you have you seen what he looks like
was
now?
it worth it?
He's rough.
He is.
He's
I've seen
sad.
him. Yeah.
You,
Didn't he get screwed over by his wife?
You need to go and watch the Mummy movies. 1 and 2. 1 and 2.
Why am I like beating up on all these actors? Selena Gomez.
What?
She didn't do shit.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh wow.
There
This
you
is the
go.
entire clip you
Boom.
said.
Just don't watch the last one.
No, this is the Scorpion King.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Fuck
wait.
Tomb of the Dragon Emperor. I looked at that and I was like 3 movies set, and I looked at Scorpion King. I was like, okay,
Something about Scorpion King.
Isn't
I just
it
read it.
bad?
I think
saw
they're
Scorpion
remaking
King.
the Scorpion King.
So the Mummy's part of the Dark Universe.
It was going to be one of the starting points.
No, but I
didn't know the Brendan Fraser
I like the idea of the set pieces or the time pieces, the time era, because
Period.
because I think it also helps with like the realism when it comes to fighting these characters, because I kind of hate like how in the later, especially the Tom Cruise mummy, like they had AR-15s, mowing down this mummy. And yeah, obviously if it's supernatural, like it's gonna fly around and it could still kill. But let's say like you got a squad of AR-15s against Invisible Man, like all they need is one lucky shot. He's fucking shot. Like
He just spray.
so I like the idea of them having limited weapons in that time period.
Spray and pray.
I think that's cool. Like
Yeah, it would be a lot of atmosphere, a lot of like
Yeah.
tension building and stuff like that. It wouldn't just. It's just.
I really like that idea
Yeah.
that you had of building Van Helsing throughout the movies.
Yeah, it's just a guy investigating all these weird
That'd be
things.
But
cool.
treat him kind of like how Marvel treated Thanos, where
Yeah.
he's just shown at the end clips. You're like, he's there.
Yeah.
And then like, some movies will get a little bit more of him. Some movies he's just there.
So
sitting.
it would be like basically shit went down. He comes up after.
He comes
all
up
the
just
dust is
basically
settled.
following,
Yeah,
following
yeah.
trails. Like maybe the first one you don't know, you just see a hand, you don't know who the fuck it is.
Mhm.
And it just builds up to that. Like that would be cool. And then their end game, their Infinity War would be the Van Helsing movie.
And he's like, "There's some weird shit
what if
going on."
like in Sleepy Hollow he takes off the pumpkin head and they're like, he's got no fucking head, bro. But like he really does, because
It's 1811. He's like, he's got no fucking head, bro.
yeah. And it turns out he's just Invisible Man the whole time. So Jack the Ripper is not a person; it's Invisible Man. With the track record that they have, what do you see? What do you see happening?
It doesn't look good.
I think Blumhouse was kind of like their attempt, because Blumhouse did the Invisible Man.
Mhm.
They were like, we've
couldn't
had
tell?
Blumhouse.
a lot of success with this, so we're gonna give you these. Just try to make a Darkverse for us. That's all we want.
Do you think if the Candyman remake does good, they'll try to do better on their Universal? Isn't there gonna be a Candyman?
there
version?
is.
Isn't that a Jordan Peele?
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say that's
Yeah.
that's.
They might try Jordan Peele next.
Yeah, and he's done some pretty creepy stuff. Not everything's a hit, but
Jordan
he's-
Peele making a Dracula movie?
Okay,
think it's
I don't
the right
know.
fit.
No, I don't see that.
I'm just saying. Like,
But I'm saying, like, do you
Oh, you're
think
just saying in general, if that were
in general, like I'm trying to picture it. Like
no.
I could see him doing like a cool Invisible Man, maybe.
But personally, I personally don't think it's the right fit. Like Jordan Peele has a very specific, like from his couple of movies that have come out, there's a very specific tone that he's got
Yeah,
going on, a
definitely,
very
obviously.
specific kind of thing that he's got going. And I don't see that really fitting with that. I honestly don't know who I would say, yeah, direct this. At last. I almost have all the components to complete the 7th iteration of the Dark Universe. Igor, we can almost jumpstart the franchise. But I need one more thing. Quickly, to the pantry and get me a good plot. A good one, you fool.
Yes, master.
Soon, the Dark Universe will be the greatest cinematic masterpiece to grace the silver screen in over 100 years. Soon, my child.
Master will be happy.
Oh, shit. I don't even know how to fucking read.
At long last, the final ingredient has been placed. The storm. The storm is here. Igor, Raise the creature.
Okay.
Quickly! Rise, my creation, into the storm where you belong. Bring us glory. Igor. It's worked. He's moving.
He's moving.
We've successfully rebooted the universe.
Master, the line, the line.
Oh, that's right. That's right. He's alive. He's alive. My God, he's alive. Creation. Do something. Anything. Show us what you can do.
Show us.
Show the world. Universals. What are you doing?
He's moving, he's moving.
What plot did you get?
Okay.
No.
The plot.
No.
I got the right plot.
No! He's Fortnite dancing, Igor! No!
Alright, so
Darkverse.
where is it at now?
It's in
What's
shambles.
the latest on it?
Well, there was no end credit to Invisible Man. I don't think so.
I
didn't
think
hear
they gave up on trying to build that movie.
Well, did any of you see it?
I haven't seen it. I
haven't
wanted
seen
to
it
see
either.
it. I just didn't watch it.
But usually nowadays with the Marvel, stuff, like end credits are usually spoiled. So I didn't see anything for Invisible Man.
You saw it?
No, I'm saying like on social media.
Oh yeah.
Like,
I see what you're saying.
IGN's been on it and they didn't release
Yeah,
it.
because people were
Yeah,
hyped for Invisible Man.
Hand me my phone, I'll look it up right now. I'm just reading this thing, so this is all speculation right now, but
But it's
the
true.
Dark Universe, what comes next? There's a movie called The Dark Army. The description is it's a sort of Avengers of the Dark Universe.
Woo!
So
They haven't even.
so they're just gonna skip ahead, skip the whole thing, and
They're
just
gonna-
go to what they want to do.
They're gonna pull a Justice League.
I was about to say, yeah,
Yeah.
isn't that kind of what DC
Not
did?
even a Justice League. It's gonna be like Suicide Squad.
Elizabeth Banks is going to direct and star in The Invisible Woman. There's one called Renfield.
Bones!
Something about Dracula.
There's something about Dracula. Is that the title?
It's apparently one of the minor
It's a
characters
sitcom.
in Dracula.
It's like a rom-com.
Okay,
With,
it's
Hayden
the
Adam
description
Sandler?
is the guy who has to work for Dracula, which is the worst job ever.
Are you
That
serious?
is so.
This is fake. This has
This
that
has to
sounds
be
like
Where
a-
are you getting your source from?
You mean Igor?
Digitalspy.com.
So the first one's gonna be the Dark.
Dark Army or whatever.
That sounds so lame.
How the fuck is that gonna happen?
I'm a.
Just skipping ahead. They're like, we gave you all these movies. We're not giving you any more.
Please
This is
forget
what we
it."
want to do.
We're
Please.
we're gonna have to crack some beers for that. The something about Dracula.
Crack some fucking
Yeah.
cracking
That's
for
a
that.
fucking rom-com, dude.
Yeah.
You know,
It's gonna be
but
like
It's gonna have Paul Rudd.
Dracula's
Yeah.
gonna be like
God, no, please.
Dracula's gonna be like, get me the body so I can drink its blood. And he's like, get a load of this guy.
Oh, it's gonna be what's his name? From It Chapter 2, the comedian.
Oh,
Josh
Bill,
Gad.
Bill Hader.
Bill Hader, yeah. Yeah, get a load of this guy over here.
Steve Carell, dude.
He's like, oh god.
What do you want me to wipe your ass next? Come on, man.
No, it's gonna be Steve Carell, and they're gonna shoot it like The Office.
Oh, God.
Documentary?
Yeah.
They already did a mockumentary, Into the Shadows, with Taika Waititi.
That was fun.
What if
Um,
Dracula does good because Morbius does good?
I don't think Morbius is gonna do good.
Come on.
I want to hold out hope for Morbius.
Ooh. Okay.
There's no Morbi heads in here?
Just disappeared or whatever. What if he got transported to a different universe?
Yeah, there's so many. We'll have to
Well,
save
that's
that
not
for
confirmed that he's gonna return to
a
Spider-Man.
video that's coming out pretty soon. It's a spider video we're gonna do. Coming out pretty soon. We'll tie that all in.
Spider-Man will return.
Yeah, Spider-Man will return.
We'll do that soon.
Yeah.
at the end of the Spider-Verse movie.
What was up with that?
That's the second one. That's the
Teasing.
sequel.
They're making the sequel already.
Wait. We're not supposed to talk about
I-
next
This is gonna. It's next week.
Next
Okay?
week.
Next week.
Next episode.
We said it.
So wait, do we all have to show up in
Is it already?
Spider-Man costumes?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was the original.
Next week.
Actually, the original plan was for Dale to come in his pea Spider-Man suit.
That's not happening. For the love of God.
Will come one day.
It'll
That's
happen.
Spider-Man
It'll happen.
69,
He did in the
69.
last one.
I know he did.
Fresh in the piece. You
definitely
still
will.
damn.
Dale 69.
I
will
saw that video.
return.
Dale 69.
Will return.
Joker's ace will
Yeah.
show up.
Alright, Elite Cheese Buff.
I'm just gonna keep cutting. Like when you say so and so will return, I'm just gonna cut back to that, and it's gonna be
Yeah.
They're
Played
gonna
by-
use all those movies to mess up and then make a really good Wolfman.
Played by Idris Elba.
All
Yeah.
I'm gonna say is this:
In
Universal.
London.
Hold up. I
that.
like that.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
Yeah.
Werewolf in London.
With
Idris Elba?
I like that a lot
I
actually.
think that would be good.
Holy shit.
Fucking wanker. Somebody. And it, like it's still it's like this is the end, so it's still Idris Elba. So he's like DJing because he's a DJ. And he's like, oh yeah, he's a rapper. He's like, I just got this new Hobbs and Shaw 2. Fucking wanker. Just cuts the guy's throat. Oh yeah, awesome, man.
Universal,
Does that.
if you're watching, Wilhelm, your
Selena?
Dark Universe.
And Universal.
What do you have to lose?
Leave Selena alone.
If your Dark Universe fails under us, you need to stop. All I'm saying is, what's one more go? All right, give
That's
us
what-
the chance.
that's what he said.
I'll write it. We'll direct it. And guess what? You don't even have to pay me. I'll do the James Cameron Terminator deal. You let me do what I want, and you give me $1.
I mean, honestly, that'd be the best deal.
It was the best deal because look at James Cameron. He was throwing up in a toilet when he got the idea for Terminator. He scribbled it down on that toilet seat, and then he came back, wrote it down, took it into a studio executive. He's like, "I'll give you this script." He's like, "Let me direct a movie," and they were like, "We'll buy it from you, and we're gonna have someone else direct it." And he's like, "No, let me direct it. You can give me $1, and just
Wow.
help everything else." And they agreed to that because then they didn't have to pay for a director. And then Terminator got the success it did, and now look at James Cameron now.
That's true.
Really?
Yeah,
That's insane.
Wow.
And
yeah.
now we have like what, 7 Terminator
I
films?
think he was like homeless or something too.
Shit. That
Like
sounds
he was
about
either
right.
homeless or like at a weird party or something.
If
like
he was
that.
in California, he was definitely homeless.
Yeah.
Now get ready for Avatar 2.
Shut up.
They were like, "Man, this movie's gonna be really good enough to try 7 times and waste budgets on 7 movies to get to the point that they wanted to get."
Well, how many did it take to get to Avengers?
The first Avengers, 3.
Iron Man was the
yeah,
first one.
Iron Man, Captain America, Thor, and then it was the Avengers.
Yeah, that's right.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Never mind.
And
They
pulled it off.
They haven't gotten to their Avengers yet.
Yeah, because they can't even get past 1 movie.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
don't have any. Do they have like a good org? I've never really paid
Well,
attention to
what-
the Dark Universe. So.
What I know, I didn't know the Brendan Fraser one was part of it.
I didn't know either till recently.
Yeah,
but
I saw a
know
YouTube video about that.
Yeah.
When I first started hearing about the Dark Universe was with Dracula. That was to me. I was like, oh, this is the start.
Mm.
Then it failed, and then the one after it was supposed to be the start. That failed, and the next one was supposed to. So they've tried to start it.
We're gonna
So
start.
it's- it's
no, wait,
not
really
like-
now?
It's not like they've been establishing it and it just has bad reception. No, they've established
and then they
So
start
then
over.
they have to go back
and
to
they
square
start
one.
over.
Well, why do they keep going
And
back
they
to square one?
and they really
Because
tried.
no one gives a fuck.
Yeah, they really tried with Mummy because they not only did they start it, but they're like, we have a
But,
team.
Yeah,
We have Jack One Hyde at the very end. He knows where every
Yeah,
monster
and
is.
that
Wait,
was-
Jacqueline Hyde was in that movie?
Yeah, he was
that
in
was
the end.
like a brave move too, because they were like, and the other ones they hadn't set up the universe.
Oh my god.
In that one, they were just like, all
They're
right,
like,
guys,
fuck you. We're here.
we have because Jekyll and Hyde was supposed to be like the Nick Fury type guy, and then they send Tom Cruise with his new mummy powers out to find the rest of the people. So Tom
He
Cruise,
gets powers.
yeah. So the Tom Cruise mummy guy was supposed to be like the Tony Stark of this group.
Tom Cruise mummy guy.
Yeah. So
like that.
so
and
that was
he's
the
like
thing.
walking around with his dead fucking
And-
friend in the desert at the end of the movie.
Yeah, and it was Jake Johnson or whatever.
Yeah.
And then so they that was the start. The guy from Jurassic World, Jake Johnson, this guy.
No, Nick from New Girl.
Yeah, that guy.
Oh, not my dude.
Wait, is he black?
Yeah.
So
Oh, okay. never mind.
He's the voice of that Spider-Man.
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh, okay.
that guy. So they had established all that. They were like, there's multiple characters in this universe. We know that multiple people exist. And when he went to Jekyll and Hyde's lab, there was all these like there was a skull with like vampire fangs. There was like
Specimens
Frankenstein's
everywhere.
arm, and like there was all these things. So it's like all these, or no, it was the creature of the Black Lagoon's arm and stuff. And there were all these things. So like it was like, okay, everybody's watching this. Everybody knows that this is what this is. And then they released the picture afterwards with all these other. We have these guys casted. Like, please be excited, please. Like, we need this to work
Why did that fall through?
because it sucked.
So they were
Yeah, Tom
hoping. They were
Cruise.
hoping that was at the end, right?
What?
Like that reveal, the Jackal.
No, that was like the midpoint.
Yeah, it was midpoint, and then at the very end, he goes back to because he has to. I don't think he fights, or he has to run away from Jekyll and Hyde because or Jekyll shows up, whichever one's the bad
Hyde.
one. Hyde, like he starts freaking out, so they
Yeah.
they fucking take off, go do their shit, finish the battle with the chick. The chick, like mind fucks Tom Cruise, gives him the power. He goes back to Jekyll and Hyde. Jekyll and Hyde's like, there's more out there to be found, or whatever. And then so yeah, he like takes that advice, and they just go into the fucking desert with his dead friend, and they're just like searching the
that's
world.
the end of the movie.
And that's the end of the movie.
So they were hoping that hype was enough to draw people.
To catapult.
Yeah.
I didn't even know about this till now.
I never
Yeah.
seen the movie either, so I had no idea.
I didn't even know that was
Yeah.
a moment.
Yeah, cause
Well-
like they were really like grasping at straws.
So they
at
were
that
forcing
point.
it in your
Yeah.
face. What are we at? What views are we averaging right now? We average around
12?
12,000.
Yeah,
No.
Yeah, I was speaking in the thousands.
12?
1,000.
12.
The
12,000. Yeah, so
Yeah.
so 10,000 likes theoretically is pretty easy.
Yeah,
12
1,000
views?
1,000 likes.
12 views?
12 views.
1,000 views.
I think the last one had 13 views.
12K, that's what
I
you want
watched
to
it
say.
a couple
13K
times.
views.
Yeah, I watched it a couple times too.
Watched it a
So
couple times.
yeah,
I have it on repeat.
I'm doing my
right
part
now.
too. So you guys do your part as well. You
Just
know.
get bots.
Um,
You say I'm bad with saying pirating. You're gonna put that in the video.
Oh.
Anyways, we've gone on too long about the Dark Universe, just as Universal has gone on too long trying to make a successful first one. So we're gonna stop.
got him. And it's getting dark outside.
Shut up. It's been a dark outside. Just
Uh,
sit down and play a Game Boy.
we're ending this now,
The Game Boy is dark.
and next week we'll talk
It's not
about
racial.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man is coming.